Athletes, Coach Blu here. Hey everyone, welcome to the Addict to Athlete channel. If you're new here, like, subscribe, share. This is going to be a little bit of a new endeavor for me, something I've never really done before. And as I was out there running my training run this morning, I got thinking, everyone has asked me to do this, and I'm so nervous and apprehensive, and I don't know why. Maybe it's because it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for me. But welcome to Coach Blu's daily vlog. Sounds weird for me to say that, but as I was running today and as I was going through some of the things in my head about what I'm doing to prepare for the Rise Up Challenge with myself and Coach Lisa, I got thinking maybe I should give the people what they want. And I don't know, several of you have said, hey, if you're going to do this, we'd love to follow you. We'd love to go through your training regimen and all that fun stuff. So here we are at the beginning of the daily vlog. I'm gonna get kind of personal with you, and I think that this will be maybe a little bit of motivation for me to keep going and keep training, because I'm the kind of guy, even though I have all these years of recovery, that I'll still try and find my way out of something, which is so weird. I was thinking about self-doubt when I was out running today, because I've got a little over a month left before we hit that starting line way up in Evanston, Wyoming. And I'm thinking, am I really cut out for this? And the answer, I truly believe, is no. But I'll never know unless I go. And I'm telling you guys, like, it got in my head a little bit, and I'm thinking, maybe this little Achilles heel, Achilles tendon issue I'm having, maybe that will be my excuse, and all these kind of things. And as I was sitting there thinking about ways to come up with excuses, I'm like, you freaking dummy, you're already halfway up the hill. Just lean into it and go. So I had to really dig deep a little bit. I got thinking, why am I still like this after all these years? I love the fact that our office, home base, is situated here on a hill on the border of Orem and Provo in the state of Utah. And the reason why I like this is because it's downhill. And that's how I start my run every morning. It is kind of nice to be able to warm up running downhill. But I always dread it, knowing that as soon as I get that first mile, I'm going to be fine. But it is such a crazy thing, that self-doubt, such a bugger. I'm gonna do a little video about how to overcome that here shortly, but I wanted to start this now that we're a little over a month out so that you guys can follow me with some of the training. I've got to do some nutrition things, got to do some more weight circuit training in here. I get here at about 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I usually don't do my individual session therapies until later on in the mid-morning / afternoon, so that I can have adequate time to get myself trained. But the bugger is I still get that mindset of like, I'll go at 7, I'll go at 8, I'll go at 9, and then all of a sudden the time's it's here and I've done nothing. So I'm still working on the doom scrolling stuff. I've deleted some apps just to kind of take that away, but deleting apps is just as easy as re-uploading them. So that's always a fun little battle. But I wanted to share with you a little bit about what I'm doing, how training's going. Right now I'm focusing on target heart rate. I'm going to do a little video on target heart rate too, because when you're running long distances, it's not as simple as putting your shoes on and just running as far as you can. You've got to pace yourself. One of the things that Jerem taught me years ago was that if you're going to run ultra, distances, you can't just full throttle lean into it and drive. You have to be able to pace yourself. And I remember one time we were running from Orem to Payson, Utah, which was about 26 miles. And as we were running, and I was feeling great, not even a mile and a half into the run, he stops and he's like, we're walking, and I'm like, dude, I feel good. I want to keep going. And he taught me the principle that the reason why you do this is to conserve energy for the end, because at the end you're going to want to walk when you have to run. And that was the case. And so here I'm right now doing the run walk style thing. I'm running consistently, but taking some time to make sure that my heart rate stays at a level where I'm in the fat burning mode and not pushing my threshold. So I'll teach you guys how to calculate that and why it's important. But today's run was a bugger. I got kind of warm kind of fast. I still don't have my tire. It should be here on Thursday. I'll introduce you to the Beast, which is what I'm calling it. We have Wally, which is the team's mascot, right? Mine's gonna be known as the Beast because that's gonna be that beast of burden. Lisa and I are going to pull and carry these tires all the way through the state. And I would be lying to you if I didn't say I was nervous. I'm curious how you guys get through nerves like this. the anticipation, I think, is great. It's almost like a Christmas morning thing with less, spectacular presents. And I know it will be once we finish this whole thing. But as I become a daily vlogger, which again sounds kind of cringy, I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't like the word influencer. I think that's the stupidest term. I think if we're influenced by anybody, it should be people that are a little closer in our social networks. Creator's kind of a cool thing, but maybe I'll just remain Coach Blu, and these daily vlogs will just be called, training tips and check-ins, what have you. But yeah, I'm a little bit nervous. The only reason is because I've never done anything like this, and I think we'll never know until we go. So I'm going to share with you guys a little bit more about my mindset when I'm out doing these kind of things. Some of you guys might find some inspiration here. Some of you guys might think Coach Blu's a blowhard. I don't blame me if you do. But I really want to focus in on some of the stuff that goes through my head while I'm out running. Like I said, today's self-doubt was kind of a big one. And I've got some talking points that I'd love to teach you guys on how to overcome that, because I'm still learning too. A lot of times people think that therapists, coaches, we have it all figured out. Newsflash, we do not. We're learning just like you are. And so I think one of the coolest things is being able to humble yourself enough to be able to ask for your advice. And so for some of you that out there that have done some amazing things like this, or kind of tackled some anxiety type things and fear, how did you do it? What pushed you? Today, literally, I had to count backwards from 10 because it got kind of comfortable, right? Doing a little bit of that stupid doom scrolling. And I thought, well, I'll just cut my mileage off. But I can't. If I cut my mileage off, I'm going to know that when I'm day 6 in the middle of nowhere and I'm feeling like garbage, and be like, do you remember that time you stayed back and we're watching, YouTube shorts? So I can't do that to myself. But how have you guys overcome some of that stuff? I don't know. I also received a beautiful message today from a dear friend from long ago who I had the opportunity to work with her son. And it was a message from 15 years ago. You know how Facebook kind of brings those things up. And 15 years ago, I sent her a message that said, hey, if you want to talk about your son, I'm always here. And I gave her my phone number, and she searched that phone number and found out it was me, and sent me the most sweet message. But part of the reason why we're doing this Rise Up Challenge running Utah is to carry the names of the individuals that we've known on Team Addict to Athlete that have lost their battle. And as you can see, we've got a lot. And specifically the mother of Dennis was the one that sent me that. And unfortunately, she lost 2 of her other sons as well. And so we're talking about a family who lost all 3 of their sons to mental health and addiction, and it's just heartbreaking. So I've got to remember that we're doing this for a bigger purpose, and I want to carry names that you guys have too. I have a lot of names up here that may be acquaintances of yours, but if you would like to leave a comment with the person you'd love us to run proxy for, that'll get me through some of those difficult times. Not to put a whole somber experience on this, but it's my first daily vlog, as much as I hate saying that. So that was where my head was today. Gonna go get ready. Got a few group notes to kind of touch base on. I've seen about 6 individuals for therapy today in my private practice. And of course, we have Team Addict to Athletes meeting tonight. So let me know what you want more of. Personal stories Coach Blu's thinking about dealing with, topics of discussion that we can have here on this platform, or maybe a live video camera of me just running one day, just streaming for hours and hours. You'll see it like bouncing like this, right? No, I don't know. Anyway, I know this is going to help me be accountable. It's going to help me be able to train you guys vicariously, and hope get you excited to come participate with us on the Rise Up Challenge, starting on September 11th for Recovery Month. Going to be posting very soon our route of the state, the whole map of the state. There's opportunities for all of you to come out and run with us, to help pull the tires, to kind of converse with us, to give us a little bit of inspiration, and to put some miles on those shoes of yours. Maybe even carry the message via proxy run for someone that you love that may be struggling or maybe lost their battle. So as vlog number 1 comes to an end, so I can go get ready for the rest of the day, thank you for being here. Like and subscribe. Would love to get some dialogue here. So make some comments on things that you've done to overcome self-doubt. And let's see if we can't, inspire others to maybe rise up against their own challenges and to do their best to turn their messes into their messages.